Okay, third try is going to be the one that actually works. So I had to delete two others because the first one somebody called, and then the second one the camera froze. So never mind. We're still going to do what God assigned us to do today, because sometimes it's not always easy. Sometimes we have to press our way through. And if this morning is going to be a morning of pressing, I'm right here and I'm here for it. So I was talking earlier about my drive in every morning, and I come into some of the most splendid views. And this morning, my attention was captured by the clouds. The sun had not yet rose because it was supposed to rise at 7:40. So it's been up for about 15 minutes, but I drove into the pre-arrival of the sun. It was not yet on the horizon so that I could see it. But what I drove into this morning were pink and orange clouds billowing through the sky. What I drove to this morning was knowing that the sun was about to rise up, and it was beautiful. What I drove into this morning and got to a stop sign, to a traffic light, and there were the slightest wind blowing on bare limbs on a small tree. And the thought occurred to me that everything that God created in the earth does exactly what it's supposed to do, with the exception sometimes of man and woman. We don't do what God has called us and created us to do. We find ways to hide out, like Gideon hiding out in the wine press from the enemies. And the angel of the Lord came to Gideon and said, "Thy mighty man of valor." And sometimes what God has called us and what God has assigned us, we don't walk in it. We are afraid to walk in it, because Gideon's response to the angel was, well, if I'm this mighty man of valor, and I'm paraphrasing, if I'm this mighty man of valor, why is the enemy fighting us? Why are things so hard? And sometimes our questions to God are the same. Why? Hi, Frida. Good morning. Thank you for being on here. Why, God, is my life the way it is? Why are things so hard? Why can't I just show up in my own story and not be disturbed? Well, that's not the way that we were built or the way that we were created. Yes, we are created in the image and after the likeness of God. We are his people. We are fashioned after his own design. We are each original. There are no duplicates to who we are. Even if we have a twin or if we have children who look just like us, we are still unique, and so is our calling. So is the call of God upon our lives. And so as creation shows up, we are created as well, and we are God's creation. So why not show up in your own story today? Whatever God has assigned you to do, press your way. I had to record this 3 times just to get this far in the recording because things kept happening. But I'm pressing my way today. I don't know what today holds. I don't even know who I'll face. I'm about to walk into the courthouse, and I don't know what's going to happen in the courthouse today in my line of work. But what I do know is this is my assignment for this season, and that God has a plan for me, and God has a plan for you, and it is incumbent upon us to walk in the way and the will of God, not hiding out. God created the sun to shine. The sun never ceases shining. God created us to have dominion on the earth, and we should never cease to have dominion no matter where we are and what we're doing. Because know this for sure, that God is always with us. He is always with us. He promised to never leave us nor to forsake us. He told Joshua to be strong and of a good courage. Called Gideon a mighty man of valor. Put Esther in a place that she had to assume the position. She wore the title, but she had never assumed the position. God has prepared you fully for what he has called you to do. Greatness is on the inside of you. healing, whatever you need, God has already prepared you for it. You just have to begin to show up in your own story and go forth in God, knowing that He is always with you, right by your side, promising never to leave you nor to forsake you. And actually, He says in His word, the word tells us that in Him we live and move and have our being. We just think we're out here going through, but we are in God, and we have to realize that we're in God and God is in us. He is in us. So go ahead today and be great on purpose. Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid to show up in your own story. Don't be like Gideon, hiding out by the wine press when he's called a mighty man of valor. You are called to greatness. This is your assignment. Actually, greatness is your birthright. So go ahead and be great on purpose. Show up in your own story so that God gets the glory out of your life on this day, on this 20th day of January in 2026. Go ahead and be great. Show up in your own story. I'll see you right here on tomorrow morning. Take good care.